Hey Tappers, it's Ash with TapNaporSnap, and today I'd like to talk to you about Gracie Academy Philadelphia. Now, I got the opportunity to go record at that gym under the permission of owner and operator, Professor Brian Rago, and I have to say it was one of the best experiences I've had so far. Their gym was very accommodating, and I trained with a lot of good people while I was there. So if you're in that area, I highly recommend going and taking a look at them. Let's go ahead and see some of that footage. Stay tuned. Hello, this is Ash for TapNaporSnap, and today I'm here at Gracie Academy of Philadelphia.
Correct.
With Professor Brian Rago. Professor, can you tell me a little bit about your gym?
Well, we're a grappling gym. Focus on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, and self-defense. And we have a judo program, and we add a wrestling class or two just to balance it out.
And what sets your gym apart from other gyms?
Well, lately I've been visiting many other gyms, been focusing on ours, but I have traveled in Brazil and California, enough to see some other gyms. There's a lot of great gyms out there. So without any criticism outside, we focus inward on developing a good basics program, teaching the right things to the right level.
Okay.
And I find that's a difficult balance to reach. You have students, you want to teach everything all the time and meet the needs of your best students, but we have a very kind of regimented program where we have a basics program, a white belt program, a basics program, an advanced program, so that everybody knows what they're getting into when they take the class. Which means that advanced people take the basics class, but we don't teach to them. They come in for the basics, and of course the white belts get the training they need.
Okay. How many instructors do you have?
We have a good number. We have 5 primary instructors. We have a lot of instructors to give enough variety, but we're all coming from the same place, so it maintains a common thread and approach to our jiu-jitsu. But naturally, some of our instructors are very flexible, so they can teach to that element of the game. I'm not particularly flexible, and I like a very basic jiu-jitsu that everybody can do, and I think that's, of course, the most important jiu-jitsu to learn. We have Val, who has her style. We have Tim, who has his style. It goes through. We have guys that like to work on leg locks primarily. So we have, I guess, if I had to add them up, 7, not including kids. And because we also have a lot of classes. As I mentioned, we try to have a number of classes to hit all the important details for each student, each level, rather.
Okay. So some gyms have a very formal structure, some of them have a very informal structure. Can you describe to me what, if any, formalities or ceremonies you have within your gym?
Right. I've noticed this too. I've noticed Brazil was very informal once upon a time, and the Japanese style is exceedingly formal and regimented in terms of their ceremony and ritual in the beginning and the extreme deference to the teacher. And I think it's easy to go too far in either direction. I like to think that we have a healthy in-between, and it does have a practical purpose. It's good to start kind of quietly and respectfully, because we are about to enter simulated combat, and I think it's important to recognize the people you're training with a good healthy dose of respect and calm before you get into the mix. So we don't spend a lot of time in the beginning. We just quick bow in to acknowledge each other, get right to work, and at the end we do the same, and then we just you do a hand slap on the line on the way out. Figure you can spend that extra 10 seconds since you spent the previous hour or so trying to kill each other.
I'll say I felt right at home here. You guys did it basically the same way we do at my home gym,
it was seamlessly. I just fit right in.
Great.
That's one thing I love about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is you can go from any gym to any gym and just you can fit right in. Everyone knows what's going on most of the time.
Yeah, for all the differences, that is one of the best things about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the uniformity of it. There are similar standards across the spectrum of schools, and you have a good idea of what you're going to expect. You can always trace lineage. Things like this, I think, make a big difference when you're looking for a school to either visit or join.
And do you have a mat fee if somebody should come in?
Yeah, so we have a mat fee for out-of-towners. We try to keep it reasonably low. So for a single class, it'd be 20, and for per diem, it would be 25. Of course, if a black belt visits, usually we defer to rank and invite them in anyway. We don't get many privileges, right? But you get a couple along the way. And we know people traveling from out of town need to keep up their training. They're visiting for a wedding or visiting family during the holidays. We try to bring them in and make them feel welcome. And of course, if it's a longer stay, then we try to cut a break on top of that. And so we make it affordable for everybody.
Well, thank you for inviting me to your gym. I had a wonderful time training today. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome. Thank you. Come back again.
So thank you again to the wonderful people at Gracie Academy Philadelphia. I look forward to going and visiting them again sometime. This is more in line with what I'd like to do with the rest of the show, is continuing to do more gym visits. Keep a lookout for next week when I do another Drilling While Talking episode, this time with Professor Valerie Worthington. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and if you have something to say, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Thank you, and don't forget to tap early and often.